All right, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to more Elder Scrolls Online. So today we are continuing on with more questing. So we're actually getting close to the end, and by end I probably mean another like 5-6 more episodes. But we have 3 more delves, 8 more like main or side quests, and a few more sky shards which are in the delves. So hopefully you guys are enjoying everything. I am trying some new camera, so let me know if it's fine. I'm trying to like adjust everything, so if it's too like bright or dark, I'll probably change that. Anyway, let's continue. So there's a quest over here. I don't know if that one is bottom or top, but we're gonna be doing this one.
No one goes to Sailenmora anymore, and now I can see why. Getting badgered by priests and buoyant armigers isn't worth seeing the one impressive relic they keep at the shrine. Is that where you're headed? The Shrine of St. Voorhees? Patron saint of House Telvanni? It's the only reason why anyone would go to Sailenmora. I stopped by to see the relic of St. Voorhees, but the High Priest wouldn't even let me get close enough to get a good look. I didn't stay long enough to find out. Apparently, it's an honor just to be in its mere presence. Didn't feel like anything special to me. If you're headed that way, maybe you can see what all the fuss is about. Good luck outside.
Okay, so I think this is the quest because of Sailenmora. Let's go do that one. A thief. You catch a thief. So far, I really enjoyed the story. Just exploring everything is pretty awesome as well.
Mark my words. The talisman of St. Voorhees will be mine. And
the Lark of Rosgard is so smug when he's got the high ground. He won't be so smug when he's level with my boot. And his little disappearing act. Let me get my hands on him and I'll make him disappear. That fetching thief has been a thorn in my side for far too long. He's planning to rob the shrine at Sailenmora of the sacred relic of St. Voorhees. I need extra hands if I'm to stop him. Yours could do. Are you looking for work? Stand in for me at the shrine and the Khajiit caravan nearby. Ask questions. Search for any clues or suspicious activity and assure the High Priest that I have everything under control. Help me, and I'll make sure you're compensated for your time. High Priest Treelan will be your point of contact at the shrine. He seems insistent the Khajiit are involved in the heist somehow. I have a feeling they're only guilty of poor timing. Meet me back here when you're done.
Kind of want to figure all that out.
Meet me here when you're done.
So there's like 3 things. Let's go investigate the temple first.
All may bask in the talisman's divine glory. From a respect... Excuse me. Please step back from the relic. If you're here to bask in the presence
That's kind of
of the
sus,
talisman
dude.
of St. Voorhees, I humbly ask that you do so out of arm's reach. If you have any questions about the relic's history, I'd be more than happy to answer them. Shh, not so loud. This is a very delicate situation. We need to ensure that what few pilgrims we have aren't scared off by any of this. Relossi hasn't exactly kept us apprised of her plans. What did she send you to do? Of course she did. That's it. I'm sending a priest to shadow her. After Relossi came through to examine the talisman, I've had to stand watch. I've made sure not to let anyone get too close. Especially not any outsiders. It's been exhausting. Aside from you, there was one other, an Elder Khajiit who asked many questions. Without, I might add, the judgmental sneering typical of most outsiders. I cannot recall his name, but he was alone. I've heard the dangerous ones only travel in groups. I'm so glad you asked. This shrine has stood since the dawn of the Second Era in honor of St. Voorhees the Immolent, patron saint of House Telvanni. I am the High Priest, and I oversee the care of our most valued relic, the talisman of St. Voorhees. Saint Voorhees believed that we honor our ancestors through the forceful expression of will over others. The gem within the relic exemplifies this belief. It was claimed in conquest during his march across elsewhere. Not stole, claimed in conquest. The shrine is dedicated to exercising our forceful expression of will. We hope to someday unravel the hidden mystical properties held by the gem that eluded even the great Saint Voorhees until his death. Testing one's will on the talisman serves as a humbling reminder that forceful expression of one's will is an unending journey. Sailenmora used to be a haven for aspiring Telvanni, pilgrims eager to test their mettle. But alas, those days are gone. Most come to visit the crypts. Few stay to properly observe the majesty of the relic. I cannot understand why. Admittedly, we have had an influx of visitors since this Lark character announced his intentions to steal the talisman. I'd hate to think that spectacle was the only thing calling pilgrims to the shrine anymore. And if the Lark succeeds, there won't be anything here worth visiting for at all. Please, make sure Elossi stops him, will you?
Man just went off. Oh, there's the lore book.
Why are we stopping here when these dark elves lurk about the edges of our camp?
Oh, Shadea, you worry too much. Surely they mean us no harm.
Old fool.
I'm gonna just come in here and read your book real quick. Hello.
Luck be with you, Walker. This one is Elier Sodro, Caravan Elder. Our wares and coin are in short supply, but our camp is open to all who may seek to rest and be at ease. What does your heart seek that we may provide? No. We Bandari are used to scrutiny, but rarely from such a distance. The dark elves in these lands seem colder than most. This is no matter. This one extends his warmest welcomes to you instead. The shrine. Oh, that shrine. It is a place holy to dark elves, yes? Of little interest to us Khajiit. This one is late in his years and does not remember. But he may have accidentally wandered through. Yes, that was probably so. Ask Shadea. This one thought it sensible to hire protection while crossing a land rife with slavers, and her sharp eyes miss nothing. And you are welcome to ask around our camp, Walker. Make yourself at home among the Bandari. As Bandari, our travels take us wherever the roads may lead us. The roads happen to lead us here, to this Sailenmora. We sought to stay at the grand outpost east of here, but it seems to be in ruins. Perhaps you have come across our kind in your travels before. No matter. We are traveling merchants, seeking to sell our wares in all corners of the land. This one was born on the road and has traveled with this caravan all of his days. Shadea and her mercenaries are not, though they would be welcome among us if they desired to be. Our clan opens its arms to those who wish to follow the way of the Bandari. Very different from what this one has seen of these Telvanni, yes? This one has seen many years pass, and wearies more easily of travel. He thinks just this one more night will do well for his aching bones. You are welcome to join us, Walker. We have food and tents to spare for those who share our company.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
What is it you
Oh
want?
my God,
Your nose is
huge.
too close to my face. This one is called Shadea. She and her mercenaries are here only to protect the caravan for coin. This one dislikes this place and will remain no longer than she must. You have questions? Talk to the Elder. This one knows nothing. This one is not in the habit of paying tithes to foreign saints. The Elder may have gone, but he insisted others stay at the camp. Fine by this one, so long as she gets paid. Yes, a nosy walker came to spy and ask foolish questions. And Shadea was the only one bothered by this. Then again, the Elder and his family are Bandari. They are used to being treated like criminals. Stand a bit closer and find out. This one is quick with her blade and does not hesitate to stick it in those who ask for it. Pray that won't be you. Bother someone else if you're looking for a job, Walker. This one's band has no room to cut in another share. These peddlers can barely afford us as it is.
Okay, so we gotta go return. Probably share what kind of information we've gotten. Enter the crypt.
All may bask in the talisman's divine glory. From a respectful distance, please.
Hurry! The lock can't be too far ahead.
The way that priest tripped all of your protective runes.
Of course, they add everything.
Like they're working against you, Relasi.
It's like a maze in here.
No! Get him!
Whoop.
Relasi, who's your friend? Are you ever going to introduce us?
We're almost there.
If only those priests had listened to you, Relasi. You know, it's not too late to switch sides. And the talisman is mine. You know, if you leave that replica where it is, the High Priest would be none the wiser. It could be our little secret.
Figured there was something over there. Turns out it's just a square. Okay, so is it this way or nothing there, but the NPC is also not there. I hope the quest isn't bugged. Come on. Or is it on a different level? It should, in theory, be here, right? Quest bugged?
Nobody saw me. How could the Lark have known? He has the talisman. The real talisman. I made a replica of the original. Switched it out without the High Priest knowing. Then, I hid the real one down here to keep it safe. The High Priest refused my order to take the relic off display. He thinks it's safe as long as he's watching it. But the Lark could steal stripes off a cat. If I couldn't stop his heist, I thought I could at least trick him into taking a replica. That arrogant swit! And if that foolish priest hadn't prematurely set off my runes, I'd have clipped the Lark's wings and had him dead to rights. Tell me this isn't over. Tell me you found something useful. Something at the Khajiit camp, maybe. A story. Great. What reason would this elder have to visit the... Wait. Did you read this? His legend says the relic holds this Eye of Bandar. Fetch it all! I need you to get back to the camp quickly, before the High Priest intervenes. Keep an eye on that elder. If he's really involved, he may not know the danger he's put himself in. Believe me, even if only one of the Khajiit is conspiring with the Lark, the High Priest will make sure the entire caravan suffers for it. I'll see to High Priest Treelam. I'll assure him that you're in pursuit of our thief and everything is going as planned. If you don't manage to recover the talisman, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Okay, I got it. So we just return to the camp and then start with like plan B or something. Oh no, everyone's gone.
Please. They're still alive in the ruins. Walker, please. Shadea kept pushing to leave. Elir Sudro insisted we stay. And then he told her everything. The relic, the thief, secrets we swore to keep. He spoke on the Eye's value to the Bandari, but she heard only the promise of coin. Took them to the ruins. The relic is the price of their lives. Too late for me, Walker. Please, find the Lark. Save the others.
Everything went off without a...
Wait. Where is everyone? What happened here? Did you do this? I knew Relasi was desperate to get me, but I never thought she'd order something like this. Shadea? Why did he tell her? That old cat is too quick to assume the good in everyone. And perhaps I'm about to make the same mistake, but I'll ask it plainly. Can I count on your help in rescuing my client and his family or not? You think the Bandari are paying me? They could barely afford to pay their mercenaries. The Lark of Rosgard never leaves a job unfinished. Simple as that. Stealing is so inelegant a word for what I do. I prefer to think of it as reacquisition. And the simple answer is that some things are much better earned than bought. Trust, for example. If I give you the talisman, will I have earned yours? When we get to the ruins, I need you to barter with Shadea. Do whatever you can to keep her occupied with the talisman. While you do that, I'll do what I do best. It's a gamble, but I think we can pull it off. I have some answers.
I don't really want to know what you're gonna do, so I'm just gonna go in and do it. YOLO. We'll figure this out. That's a big cave. A lot of the mushrooms are melted. Okay, so if we could just run through here. What is this map? This is like the most scuffed map they've ever... What the heck?
Walker, come no closer or this one will bleed out the Elder. Where is the thief?
Shadea, please. This one is sure that Walker means no harm. We can talk through this, yes?
You should have kept your nose to yourself, Walker. This does not concern you. What? Where did you... It does not matter. Give it to Shadea, now! With so many hands grasping for it, someone must pay well for it, yes? Shadea is losing patience. Toss it over now. What was that? No! Curse you, thief! No! You will pay for this, Walker. Surrender the talisman or the others die.
Please, Walker. Save this one's family. Give her the talisman if you must.
That's Relassi. Follow my lead and play along.
Stop right there!
You've tricked me out of the talisman, but you'll never catch me alive!
Scoundrel! This one is not injured, Walker. Perhaps it is a better fate than he deserves. This one misplaced his trust, and now pays dearly for it. Those who tried to fight back were killed. Please, Walker, none of this was worth the lives of my family. Save who you can.
I came as quickly as I could. As soon as I saw what happened at the camp, I followed the tracks here to the outpost. But Vec, what a terrible thing. If there are any others left alive, we need to save them. I'd have been here sooner, but High Priest Treelam kept badgering me with questions. He hasn't even realized his precious relic was replaced with a fake. When I got there, he'd taken it off the pedestal and was clutching it to his chest. While there are lives at stake, I couldn't give a nix. If you can go after them, I'll escort the Elder here safely out of the caverns. Can I still count on you?
Right, let's go get the hostages. What a weird place this is.
You will not give the talisman willingly? Face Shadea's blades and... No. Oh.
My thanks, Walker.
You are a true friend to the Bandari.
Yay, we did it.
This one shall pay your favor forward.
So we rescued them.
Oh, good. I was
Boss
starting
is
to get worried.
dead.
The others just passed me. They're safe. Now all that remains is to decide the fate of the Talisman of St. Voorhees. She wouldn't. The only person Relassi wants to suffer for this crime is me. And she still needs to catch me. Besides, if the High Priest knew about her little stunt with the replica talisman, she'd be finished. We've got that we can hold over her. Way ahead of you. While you were saving the hostages, I doubled back and managed to steal Relassi's replica off the High Priest person. Serves him right for not listening to my favorite armature in the first place. So I could give it to you. Will you honor the patron saint of House Telvanni by restoring his shrine's most beloved spoil of war? Or will you don the mask of the pariah and deliver them the replica? The choice is now yours. for everyone involved to keep their desired reputations. There is no one else I can trust with this decision. It has to be you. I mean, I know what I'd do, but it's in your hands now.
Okay, so let me get this
and
right.
Send my fondest farewells to Relassi,
If we give the real talisman back, he doesn't get anything, and just nothing happens. But if we give it to him, I guess, like, if the main dude, like the person who originally belonged to, doesn't actually know his fate, I think, which one is the better, like, moral decision is what I'm, like, looking at.
This one mourns those lost when Shadea's greed overtook her. But we would have lost so much more if it were not for you, Walker. This one knows not how to express his thanks. The buoyant armiger, she failed to catch our tricky friend, yes?
Where's the other person? I wanna see what they say first.
Good, you're back, just as we planned. You know, I half wondered if you were going to come back at all. Rather, I thought you would, but I also thought I knew everything there was to know about the Lark of Rosgard. Loath as I am to admit it, I was wrong. The Lark gave them to you, did he? Why? Everything he's done today is question what I thought I knew about him, including putting this choice in your hands. If I do, I'll most certainly be stripped of my title as a buoyant armiger. I'll be severely limited in my capacity to stay on the trail of the Lark of Rosgard. And who else is going to apprehend him, if not me? The High Priest doesn't need to know the full details of our investigation. But I need something to return to him. You have something, don't you?
Ooh, this one's a tough one. I mean, this person contacted me first. This was like a quest starter person, right? And then this one is someone we met midway and we don't know. What do I want to do? Give the real talisman. I don't know what the better decision is.
I don't know how it happened. That thing...
Let
me talk to you one more time.
This one more. Ha! So, the fate of the Eye of Bondar falls to you. Whichever way you choose, Walker. This one asks only that you do not use what you learned today about the Eye to challenge the faith of those who serve at this shrine.
Why is this? Ooh, this is a hard decision. I think I am going to choose you and just give you both of them, and you do what you want with it. It's not my problem.
Going to come back at all. The Lark gave. If I do, the High Priest doesn't need to know the full details of our investigation. But thank Vivek, I had lost all hope. I'll destroy the replica and learn from this day. The only thing I did right was enlist your help. May we meet
you didn't do anything.
And the next time I cross the Lark of Rosgard, may it be the last. Sailenmora remains ever the same. And yet everything has changed for me. I thought I knew everything about the Lark of Rosgard, but I didn't. I tried to stop one crisis of faith and ended up with my own. I'll send a report to my superiors. I'll remain in Sailenmora for a few days, just to make sure it's safe. And then I'll likely be back on the trail of the Lark of Rosgard. Oh, I've always had an eye for that sort of thing. The sacred gem looked enough like moonstone that I made it work in a pinch. A little bit of weathering, using some basic spells, and that's it. Sometimes I wonder if I got in the wrong line of work. It's just being furtive and aware of your surroundings. I suppose I have some sort of intuition I've picked up from my work on... You know what? I'm going to stop this line of questioning right here. No, no, no. I get enough teasing about how good a thief I'd be from the Lark of Rosgard. I don't need it from you two. Now run along before I decide to change my mind about not taking anyone into custody for this case.
Bro. Alright, well, that was an interesting quest. I don't know. Did I make the right decision? I have no idea. Anyway, that was that. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll be back for the next episode. We're probably going to do some more stuff around this area, and then we still have to finish up Apocrypha, and we still have stuff to do there. So with that said, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching.